So listen to this. So Ralph the whole time on the plane was like kidding around because he was always into homo stuff. So I'm sitting there, you know those blankies?
He's not into homo stuff. He is.
Yeah, so anyway, I still say he's not, but
but yeah.
We have the blankie on, you know,
You're traveling with him.
We each got a blankie because we want to go to sleep.
Yeah.
So Ralph starts taking his arm and like putting it underneath my blanket and stuff. So wait a second, wait.
He's not gay.
Yeah, right. So wait a second. Cuba Gooding Jr. goes in the bathroom. As he's coming out, Ralph quickly puts his head on my shoulder, like a chick puts her head on your shoulder, and he starts like closing his eyes. And Cuba Gooding Jr. walks right up to us.
Almost.
Yeah.
And now
I go,
you're on the air telling Cuba you're not gay.
Yeah, wait a second.
Almost.
So I go, oh my God. I go, this guy thinks I'm gay. I'm like flipping out. I go, hey man, get your goddamn head off my shoulder. And I go, hey, Cuba. I didn't say anything about it. I just said, hey, this guy's kidding around, you know?
Oh, yeah, right. Sure.
So, wait a second. So, then we start talking, and he says...
What did Cuba say at that moment?
No, he just, he didn't do anything. He just figures I'm a big mo. So he just goes, hey, man. He goes, I said, hey, good job. I love you in that movie. And, of course, I said, that movie. He knows what movie I'm talking about. What else has he done?
Thanks. Done a lot of things.
Well, whatever. So, here's Ralph. Hey, Ralph, seriously, man, that wasn't funny.
How can you say that wasn't funny?
I mean, we were laughing our ass off.
We laughed for about half an hour.
So then Ralph Ralph said, I should have left my head on your shoulder the whole time. You guys were talking.
Ralph thinks it's funny. Nobody's saying Ralph is a homo. They're saying Howard is.
Yeah, no one knows Ralph.
Homo.
You're like sitting there stroking my hair.
I should have played into it. I should have said, excuse me for a minute, something making out with you.
Cuba, this is my companion.
Yeah. Because all I know is I was getting a ride to the airport, and the driver goes, will you and your companion be staying in our Los Angeles area
No wonder
again?
you don't cheat on your wife.
Yeah, right. I'm into guys. So listen to this. So Ralph sticks his head on my shoulder, and then the whole time I'm talking to Cuba Gooding Jr., it ruins it because I know the guy thinks I'm a homo. And I almost want to just say, look, man, I'm no homo.
What? He went wherever he was going,
yeah.
And he goes, guess what?
What did I do, Ralph? I didn't even reference it, right?
No, you didn't say a word. No, you know what happened? He comes out and he's laughing.
And now I'm thinking, remember there was one local weatherman here in this market who's a homo, but he hides it.
Right.
And he
homo.
supposedly, and he was on a plane being way too aggressive with his boyfriend or something. We read that in the paper.
Yes.
I'm like, oh no.
That's right. Well,
now,
Cuba Gooding is going to be the start of the stories about you because he went to all of his friends. Go, no, man,
hey,
Howard's gay.
The guy's queer.
Boyfriend on the plane.
Yeah, right. I seen it with my own two eyes. I got poof. Poof positive.
Oh,
so Ralph was like,
it was so funny because both.
Yeah, it's real funny, Ralph.
Both of you were kind of stuttering. He didn't know what to say.
Because he was resting his head on my shoulder.
Yeah, I really like you in that movie. You did.
I was really shook up.
Because
yeah, right. Now I'm gay. Now I know how it feels. Did you see Larry Sanders this week?
Yes, the one with
Hank is gay.
Yes.
All right. It was. Did you see it? It was so good. Hank.
Spot you're in now.
Hank's, the sidekick on the Larry Sanders Show. He's the Ed McMahon.
Right.
So he takes his gay assistant to a club because he feels bad for him, and they go out to this bar. And make a long story short, the newspaper prints that Hank was out at a gay club with a gay man. So Hank freaks out and says, oh, my God, I got to be seen with a woman. So now he's running around with women, but, of course, the woman turns out to be a female impersonator. It was really good. So I was like that. I have to go be photographed with women now. So Ralph had his head on my shoulder. I take his head off my shoulder, and then I'm talking to Cuba Gooding Jr.
All Cuba's going to say is, that man, he's always got a woman with him trying to cover up, but I've seen him with his girlfriend.
Yeah, I've seen him.
And he's a guy.
And he could say they were kidding around, but I seen it. That was no kidding around.
Yeah, a guy doesn't lean his head on a guy's shoulder like that.
What was going through your head?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Romance.
You.
It was just so funny when he came out and his eyes just got big and bold.
Yeah, he was like, whoa. It's like, it was like dark and he comes out and
almost.
Ralph is going to be the death of you. You keep hanging around with Ralph.
He's like, holy mackerel.
Almost. Oh, was that part of the flight when like the lights are a little
Yeah,
bit
you know,
dim
because
and
everyone's
everything?
watching movies and stuff, and everyone's, yeah.
That's
and
kind of romantic.
They're
And we're under,
moving up,
yeah.
watching a movie.
And we're under blankets.
Cuddled
And
under a blanket.
Ralph's got his head on my shoulder.
I think you off it.
Down, we were trying to get romantic.
Yeah.
So wait a second.
You probably are in the Mile High Club, but
Yeah.
with Ralph.
I was like, hey, Cuba Gooding, man, can you scram? I'm trying to get it on with this guy. So anyway, so I say, hey, I think you were really good in that movie and everything. He goes, oh, thank you. And he goes, hey, look, man. He goes, you know, I just want to say I watch your E! show every night, but don't tell anybody. Me and my wife. You know, he didn't want me to think he was gay.
yeah, my wife.
Yeah, well, hey, I got a wife too. It doesn't mean anything. He goes, me and my wife, we lay in bed, but don't tell anyone. Right, like, you know, like it's a
I
big
got a
secret.
wife, ha, ha.
Like all of America will turn on Cuba Gooding Jr. if they find out he watches the E! show. And by the way, it'd be okay with me that you was a faggot.
It'd be okay.
That's how he talks.
Not speak that
Oh, yeah,
way.
he has a terrible problem.
Oh, yes, right.
He
so
changes
you got Ralph as a friend?
Yeah. Oh, I've got such gas. Hold on a second.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, this has been going on all night. I must have eaten something that didn't agree with me.
All night,
Yes.
all weekend.
Ralph. I know. Anyway, man, dude, if you ever do that again, you're not my friend.
You don't have to do it. The rumor's out there.
I'm gay. All right, dude.
Hey, how funny was it when that guy was in
Don't try to even explain that. Don't, because you'll ruin the story. Something else happened.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, but I can't explain that.
Okay.
No one will get it. It's too inside.
Yeah, I get
All
it.
right, goodbye.
All right.
Stupid ass. Stupid. I knew it was a mistake flying with that guy. I'm not kidding. Because on the way down, he says, hey, maybe I'll fly down. I go, no, you're not. You're not flying down with me. You're working. You just stay out of my face. And then on the way back, I got weak. He goes, I'm going to fly into Newark, but, you know, if you want me to go, I go, all right, you can fly with me. And that was it.
Well, he fixed you.
He sure did. I finally get there. And he had a time, like the second before he came out, he put his head on my shoulder, and then Cuba Gooding Jr. opened the door and caught us. Oh, it's so embarrassing. Yeah, it was so embarrassing.
It seemed like such a natural
Yeah.
thing to you, though. You don't even jump when he does it.
Oh, I jumped. Man, you know, hey, Gary, see if you can get Cuba Gooding Jr.
Yeah.
If somebody in our audience knows his phone number or
You're
something.
going to try to pretend now
Yeah.
that you're straight.
Yeah. Oh, well, you think I'm gay now? Could you see if you could get, believe me.
This is going to be his attitude.
I know.
Why would you be practically reclining with a guy on a plane if you're straight?
I think you got to recreate that for the E! show.
You recreate it. I'm too busy.
Man.
Yeah, that's what he needs, tape of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, let Ralph put his head on.
Hey, Gary. Get Cuba Gooding. See if you can track that guy down. Just tell him I need to talk to him on the air on the phone.
You need to explain
I
something.
need to just talk to him about something that he might have misunderstood.
And what if he doesn't? What if it doesn't seem like he's buying it?
He has to.
I just want to tell him on the air that I'm not a homo.
Yeah.
All right.
Sure.
How come you don't have that attitude like Richard Gere?
Plus, I want to see what he thought. What he like, you know.
Yeah, you should be taking a big ad out in the paper now
Yeah.
saying, I'm not gay.
Hey, that's a great idea. Gary, find out how much it costs for a full-page ad in the New York Times.
A lot.
All right. I'll write, I am not gay in big bold letters and say underneath, despite what Cuba Gooding Jr. saw on that plane, I am not a homo. And have a picture of my wife and kids.
Right. I'm very much in love with my wife.
Yeah, very much so.
See, the politically correct thing is like Richard Gere. Whenever they ask him if he's gay,
He won't answer.
It doesn't
it's
matter.
nobody's business. It
Right.
doesn't matter. He's not ashamed to be one or the other.
Right.
You are.
I am ashamed. I'm sorry. I'm no Richard Gere. Yeah.
I think I can line Cuba up by tomorrow.
Thank you. Just tell him that I'd like to say so. You don't have to tell him what the topic is, but
Sure.
I would like to. Plus, I want to find out what he thought when he walked out of that van.
Baba Booey.
Hey, man, it's cool.
I swear everybody he bet he probably you were gay.
It's already over town. Now I'm a homo.
Howard, you are in trouble.
Thank you, Wood Ye. So,
Got a problem.
you got a problem. Let me see. Ralph's back on the phone. This better be good. This better be good, douchebag.
What?
I said this better be good.
Oh, on the flight, I get you got the headphones on. And you're watching the movie.
Oh yeah, this was pretty fun. You see, Ralph's a real idiot. So after the thing happens with Cuba Gooding Jr.,
Yeah.
so I just wanted to forget about it. I'm watching a movie and I have my headphones on. So Ralph yells out like at the top of his lungs. He goes, now, you know when you have the headphones on, you can't hear. He
Right.
goes, Homo says what? So I go, what? And he goes, Homo says what? And I really couldn't hear him. I go, what? Stop bothering me. The whole plane is laughing.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, and Cuba's listening.
He goes, see, I knew it.
All right. Very funny, dickwad. Keep laughing. The last time you travel with me.
Come on, you want it.
All right.
When you finally leave your wife for him, Cuba will be saying, I knew it
I
all
knew it.
along.
Show me the money. So, Stevie moved his bowels on the beverage cart, but they didn't throw him off the plane because
Stop it.
he really thought he was in the bathroom.
You behave.
No, but Stevie gets, he walks up, he's still got the braids and the dashiki look,
Sure.
He don't know.
I thought blacks like to wear suits.
Well, he don't even know he's black. How would he know?
Nobody told him.
How's he know? Unless you tell him he don't know. He's like, what's black? What does that mean? My next film, I want to do a movie with Stevie Wonder where I tell him I'm his brother. And he believes it because he can't see.
What's up with that?
And you do Ebonics.
Yeah.
All movies and Ebonics.
Yeah, and I take all his money. Yeah.
Travolta's very charming. He's cute. He's
Yeah.
Travolta.
Yeah, that's what they say about me. I'm stern.
And you're
I'm
stern.
very cute.
He's gross. He's obscene. He's stern.
He's stern. He was stern. He's gay. He was with Ralph on a plane with his head on the shoulder. Cuba Gooding Jr. is a witness.
Stern. He's gay.
Cuba Gooding Jr. At least he came over and said hello, not like stuck up Kim Basinger. I think she's so good.
Well, again, women have a strange feeling about you that you're going to rape them if they say hello.
I know.
So that could be her excuse.
Yeah, she didn't want to get raped on the plane. What a bitch.
Doesn't want to be raped. What a bitch.
I saw Stevie Wonder talking to the magazine stand. He thought it was me. In all fairness, he was trying to make contact.
Don't be silly.
Hey, maybe Kim Basinger doesn't like homos, Word got out that I'm gay. Me and Elephant Boy. Meanwhile, have people been talking to you about Elephant Boy?
No, I really haven't been out lately.
Really? Oh, man.
Is that the buzz?
Took everyone by surprise. It's just they never expected. The guy has so many other problems that,
Yeah, to compound them all.
Yeah.
He doesn't, he's not sure about his sexuality.
We'll have to get him back in here.
He's not sure how to talk
Yeah.
or who to sleep with.
At the birthday show, it was kind of hard to sort of hear what his new spin on the whole thing was.
It's very funny because he keeps screaming about it.
Oh, look.
It was just once!
What the?
Long before I met you!
What does that got to do with it? Who knew he could be more repulsive?
I have an understanding woman!
Yeah, right. Yeah, you got no choice.
I think it was so funny.
All right, anyway, we're doing the news. That's what we want to do.
Yes. Did you see that? Please.
Well, that's your intro. It's out. Keep going.
It's Power 2. Power 2. It's on. Power 2.
You keep working on it.
It's time for Bobbin 2.
Can you imagine trying to say Robin and you say Howard Stern? You can't even say Robin.
I can't imagine being that messed up.
I know. It's so scrambled. So genetically.
No, that's not genetics.
No,
He
it's
did that
crack.
himself.
That's it.
He pithed himself.
Yeah. What do you...
What?
Oh, this is Tom's speech. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, thanks.
Oh.
All right.
It's time for Tom's speech!
Baba Booey.
Anybody want to hear me read Tom's speech?
Sure, go ahead.
This is Tom yelling at Dominic. Lecturing Dominic. Who shows up at your office, Dominic, goes past your receptionist without being announced to get something from your law office that he has no right to unless it has been granted by somebody, which it wasn't. I've already talked to Peggy about it. I don't have to ask her anything. Peggy told you that she would take care of the watches for Howard's family and that if there were extra watches that maybe you'd get taken care of. You brought too many guests. You and your guests would have gotten the watch as you left, but you decided to come over here and walk into our space, which you have no right to be in unless you're here as our guest. And you blew past the receptionist, totally disrespected her in the radio station. Peggy did not invite you in here to help yourself to our gifts for Howard's birthday party.
No fair.
What?
No fair.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so great.
Almost like,
Well, there you go, small point.
You got me a little point.
Give me a small point.
yeah.
So
You
wrong.
got me there.
Okay, so what? F you.
Tom, how did I do? Tom, you read it. Let's hear you do an interpretive reading of Tom.
Tom doing Tom.
Tom,
That's just an unfair characterization. I didn't say it in monotone.
you did.
Oh, yes, you did.
You did. You're like, who shows up at our office, Dominic, goes past your receptionist without being announced to get something from your law office?
There was a little bit of emotion behind it when I said it.
No. Right, Fred? Here, Fred, you do it.
There was a little bit of emotion behind it.
Yeah, here it is. Yeah, you do Tom. Fred does a good Tom. Go ahead. Sure, give it a shot.
Let's see if I can pick it up where you left off.
Could I be done? If I wish I remember.
You and your guest would have gotten the watch as you left, but you decided to come over here and walk into our space, which you have no right to be in unless you're here as our guest. And you blew past the receptionist, totally disrespecting her, and the radio station. Peggy did not invite you in here to help yourself to our gifts for Howard's birthday party.
Tom says he was more emotional.
Yeah,
Tom,
that there was emotion behind it.
you haven't shown emotion since the last time you were drunk in college. That's R2D, Tom. That's a pretty good read you did.
Who shows up at your office, Dominic, goes past your receptionist without being announced to get something from your law office that he has no right to. Unless it's been granted by somebody, which it wasn't. I've already talked to Peggy about it. I don't have to ask her anything. Peggy told you that she would take care of the watches for Howard's family. And that if there were any extra watches, then maybe you'd get taken care of. But you brought too many guests.
Yeah, that was a good one, Tom. You shut him up, though.
You got to admit, when I was on the phone with him.
You did great. You did good. Sounded good.
You shut him up.
Hey, we just want to practice doing you, that's all. The way you do that voodoo that you do. Hi, Lucille, you're on the air.
Hi.
You want to be pepper sprayed?
Sure. I need to pay some medical bills.
Well, what's wrong with you?
A lot of cancer surgery and.
Oh, you have cancer, so you want to pay off your bills by getting pepper sprayed?
Pardon?
Now that's I let her get pepper sprayed.
See, now this,
That's
I think
great.
she's already infirm.
Well, I mean, you know, what the hell? I can't work.
It's great.
You know, and I don't get Social Security.
What a great story. How heartless would we be? A woman who has bills to pay because of her cancer?
Yeah, and we're pepper spraying.
And we pepper spray
We
her.
don't just give her the money.
See, I like this. See, this I like.
Now
Now
I
you're
see
talking.
the sickness in you.
now I'm totally into it.
You didn't want to spray completely healthy people.
This was great. This woman has cancer. She's dying. She has to pay her medical
I'm
bills.
not dead yet.
You will be.
What kind of cancer do you have?
Yeah, what do you got?
Well, I've got two different types.
Oh, there you go.
Wow.
What? Yeah, it's over. Just don't pay your bill. That's all.
Yeah.
What is it?
never
It'll help pay towards my bill.
Howard, she's one of our wacky regular callers.
Yeah.
She just always has whatever you need.
Oh.
You know,
Oh, she's not
She's
sick.
had
No,
an
I'm
incest
serious.
story.
I got the paperwork to back
She's
it
got
up.
cancer.
Pardon?
She's got cancer.
Yeah, I've got the all
Is this
my
the woman
medical.
from Florida?
Baba Booey.
Yeah.
Oh, she's got cancer. She
Yeah.
told us this before.
I know. Gary,
I
she just
mean-
tells you. I can't stand Baba Booey sometimes.
But
Why don't you just kill the bit? All right, well, thanks for the call.
But she does have cancer.
I know, but he just put doubt in people's mind.
Yeah.
Baba
He just
Booey.
ruined it for me. That was so funny. I was on a roll, God damn it.
But how
well,
is she going to get here from Florida? And
I don't know. He just ruined it anyway for me. Because as soon as you put doubt in people's minds, especially mine.
Yeah, but I remember her telling us she's the woman who had the incest stories with, I think, of a couple of relatives in the family, and then she was raped, and she has cancer.
So you have cancer? Yeah, forget it. I can't get into it now. Baba Booey ruined it for me.
Baba Booey.
All right,
It is
thank you.
true, though.
Sorry.
Thanks.
All right, bye.
He just ripped you out of $4,000.
All right, bye.
Or however much it was going to be.
Why would he do that to me? I'm in the middle of talking to a woman. I'm having an hysterical time. He goes, oh, she tells you whatever you want to hear.
Baba Booey.
You wrecked that bit. You destroyed it. Dude, I'm in the middle of like...
You make no sense. You're the one who tells me that, like, you know, we don't want people yanking us around and stuff.
She wasn't yanking us. She has cancer. Who even cares? It was... Forget it. I can't tell you. I can't tell you when to interrupt. You just got to kind of know when.
Okay, so I didn't know that time. You just told me to...
All right, thanks.
Baba Booey.
You can guess what you want.
Don't even try. Just stay out of the room today. Maybe when you get that overweight, you can't think clearly.
Oh, yeah, right.
Baba Booey.
Come
Kiss
on.
my ass.
Kiss your ass. You are fat as a pig.
Yeah. You're the best looking guy in the world.
I didn't say that.
Whose body is that on
I'm
that
thin.
poster?
That's mine.
It's Rambo's.
Take your shirt off. I'll have a pose down with you right now.
You're
I've been
better,
in the
Howard,
gym.
you're better shape than me, but that ain't you on that poster.
Want to bet?
Yes.
Well, I'll take my arms out right now.
Let's
I've been
see.
working out for like 6 months now.
I'd like to see that your arms match that. Even people in your family don't think that's you.
I don't care what they think, man. Check it out. I am totally ripped now, man. My shoulders have expanded and my arms.
Wait, hold on. Robin.
Go take a look.
I'm looking.
There it is. It's
Is that
clear as
arm?
day.
That Robin, come on. Stop laughing.
I'm not in this argument.
Baba Booey, my arms can get bigger.
And Howard.
But your stupidity will never change. You can't raise your IQ. You can go to the gym all day. Dude, the woman is in the middle of telling me she has cancer. I'm laughing my ass off. Now we got a great bit going, and you come in and go, it's not true. Now, it turns out the woman really does have cancer, but you stop me dead in my
woman
tracks.
has cancer.
What?
You don't
I don't know
she
that woman
doesn't?
has cancer.
She's kept stuck to
Howard-
her story.
You don't know if she has cancer?
Howard, she's called here.
Who cares? Goodbye. Thank you for the show today.
Hey, don't get mad at me. You're the one who wants.
Thank you.
You said, Gary,
Yeah.
we want to
All
keep
right.
it
whatever,
honest.
Whatever.
We want to keep it real.
Right. Okay. Ready to go. Thank you. Okay, I'm done.
I know. I'm waiting for a commercial break. I've talked
No,
about
you
some
can
other
leave. I want to talk to Robin.
Stuff. No, the things have to go over with you.
No, please leave.
I don't want to.
You have to leave.
You stupid son of a bitch. What the hell is wrong with you?
Oh, dear.
The guy just doesn't get the show. This ain't your arm. This ain't your body. So jealous because he's a big fat pig. So jealous. You know, I've put on, I weigh 200 pounds now. I've gone from 190 to 200.
Uh-huh.
And Baba Booey can't stand it because it's not fat. I put on a little muscle and the guy's all jealous. Little peckerhead. Get out. I'm not talking to you anymore.
dear.
Your microphone's off, douchebag. You're
yell
out.
at me.
You're out.
For your
You're out. You're out. You ruined the bit. Now leave. Leave. Your microphone's not on. Goodbye.
You can hear me.
Bye, Fatso.
I don't need the word.
Bye, Fatso.
Oh, man.
Bye, Fatso. All right. Fatso. Bye, Fatso. Bye, Fatso. Bye, Fatso. See you later. There you go, Fatso. So long, Fatso. Okay. Goodbye. Keep yelling to nobody. You lose, I win.
I can handle things. I'm smart. Not like everybody says. Like dumb, I'm smart, and I want respect.
Now he's the definition of befuddled.
Yeah, he is befuddled. Where was I?
Well, we were talking about people who wanted to be pepper sprayed.
I think it's great. Yeah. So you think we should do the pepper spraying down here?
Definitely.
All right.
If people, I mean, if we have volunteers,
All right, we'll do it next week.
who are we to tell them no?
Who do you want to see get pepper sprayed? Gump? I like to see Gump to do that.
I would first like to start with Gump because
Right.
he's supposed to be the most resistant.
Right.
And if he can't handle it, maybe we can't spray anybody.
Yeah, right. That's what I mean.
Are you going to do it in here?
Yeah.
There's got to be residual stuff, right?
Like what?
I'm wearing a gas mask during it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have masks.
Baba Booey, you get a gas mask for me.
No, wait, hold on a second. I don't think that.
Well, we can hide in Robin's booth.
Yeah. I don't think that the guy said that
Hide.
he would give that money away numerous times. I mean, I think we have one shot at it.
Oh, really?
We have, so you have to get,
Why don't you get the guy on the phone and we'll clarify?
Yeah.
Do you have his number?
No, I'll have to wait till the sales department opens. But I didn't think he said, like, we could have as many people as we want.
Maybe the guy will call in. If anybody knows, what's the guy's name?
I have no idea.
Oh.
It was set up through a sales guy.
Pepper spray guy. Why don't you give us a call? Pepper spray guy. You know the name of the product, right? Just so you can verify.
No, but I know the name of the sales guy.
Okay, good. That's good enough. Fafa Fooey.
Baba Booey.
We only talked about this for 3 days. Why would he have the number of the guy?
Or anything.
Or anything.
He comes in, he had a piece of, it was very funny.
No information.
Because when he came in, wait a minute, I got to say this. When he came in with the proposition about the pepper spray, had a whole thing of papers in his hand. I go, wow, he's got, stuff. He knows the product. He knows everything.
Robin.
And then what was on that paper, Gary?
I hope you're freaking...
What's that paper you carry
Am I
around?
on?
No. What was that paper you carry with you?
There was some stuff I had to talk to you about.
Oh, I see.
So the pepper spray
Hold on a
wasn't
second.
written on it.
The sales guy...
I will learn the name of the product eventually.
Hey, the sales guy calls us about the pepper spray thing. I talked to you about it off the air.
I understand.
You don't seem interested.
Right.
We talked about it on the air yesterday. After the show, you say we're not going to do it. So why would I research it further?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
We're not going to do it. I don't want to do that. I hope your horse slips on seaweed.
All right, thank you, Gary. Thank you, Baba Booey. Baba Booey. Baba Booey. Baba
What were
Booey.
those papers?
Baba Booey. He has
They're
a
articles.
whole ream of papers.
He had, it was this thing.
I know. And no information on the pepper spray.
Excuse me. Put that up.
Go back. I don't even want to talk about you. I'm done with you. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
An attempt to be fair.
What? I can't hear you. I'm so sorry. Come on. Go leave. Leave. I don't want to talk about you.
It's a sit-in.
Get the base.
What's the difference between a circus and a strip bar?
Difference between a circus and a strip bar.
A circus is a cunning bunch of stunts.
Oh, I see. All right. Thank you.
All right.
I get it. Well, you can't be stumped.
Oh, dear.
Well, we can't give away the
What's
tickets.
the difference between looking for a lost golf ball and Lady Godiva?
What?
Looking for a lost golf ball is a hunt on a course.
All right. He's like so proud of himself.
Yeah, with his hunt jokes.
His what?
What? Hunt jokes.
Oh, hunt jokes. All right. Well, I don't know what to do here. Obviously, we can't give away the tickets.
To the next call.
I'll try one last one, and then we'll give up. No one is going to the movie.
Hi. Well, that is the sexy outfit portion of the interview.
By the way,
turn around one more time?
the girls all look so beautiful. Gary wants to sing to them right now.
So bad
And
you
why
can't
don't they
believe it.
parade up and down the runway while he
Yeah. Hey, girls, if you could parade around while Gary sings, it would be a really interesting visual. And here we go, Gary. Here is Gary singing to all of the beauty pageant contestants, no matter who wins. We think they're all beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, Gary Delabate. Where's his microphone?
What
a bunch of pros. Howard.
What a bunch of pros.
What happened?
Rewind the tape. You know, I did the talk up. Everything was
It was
perfect.
beautiful.
The microphone doesn't work. What happened?
We need Dick Clark to take over the show.
Dick Clark. Kiss my ass.
The girls don't know what to do. Do you want them to just sort of walk around?
Yeah, I just think it's funny to watch the girls not do anything. We told them to do something. Let them be uncomfortable. They'll figure out. Maybe one of them will do something. You know what I mean? All right, here we go. Our piano player.
The piano player is working overtime.
Our interns are all beautiful to me. And here he is again. I hope one of the girls kicks Gary in the nuts during this song. To Vanessa, Jennifer, Amy, Beth, and Jen. A song from Mr. Gary Delabate, your host.
You are so beautiful.
Listen to the music.
Baba Booey.
To me.
I'm going to make a I'm going to make a decision right now.
What?
Can we speed up this tape?
Yeah, really.
Can you just put that on high speed?
Lennon's come back to life.
Rewind it and put it on high speed. Never saw that.
Gary, 5 years.
I don't know. It's going to take forever. It's unbelievable. Gary was way off.
I know.
All right, we're going to try it again.
Listen to the music.
What is it, Gary?
I got to hear it.
You got to hear it. Okay. You don't need to hear anything.
So off to begin with.
It don't make a difference. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Here we go again.
Mr. Baba Booey singing to all our beautiful beauty pageant contestants. Here he is. Because you're all beautiful to us. You are so off-key to me, Gary. Here we go.
Booey.
You are so beautiful.
Baba Booey. Baba Booey.
To me, come on.
To me,
What key?
you are so friggin' beautiful. To me,
It's the music. It's the delay.
Did you speed this up?
and my teeth.
Lyrical genius.
I don't know where the hell I am.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you on this.
It's hard to follow.
That's a terrible, terrible.
Can I just
record.
sing it a cappella? I know I can do
sing
it.
Sing it a cappella. Thank you.
Okay. Beth, I want to start with you and Jen work my way down.
All right.
You are so beautiful.
Baba Booey. Baba
To
Booey.
me,
Baba Booey.
you are so friggin' beautiful. To me,
Oh, he's so silly.
and my teeth. You're everything my small mind could conjure up.
Baba Booey.
You make my big gums bleed.
Hit it, baby.
You are so unbelievably friggin' beautiful. To me.
Beautiful.
Got another verse.
Oh, go ahead. That was beautiful.
You are so beautiful.
Baba Booey. Baba Booey.
To me,
Baba Booey.
I swear, you are so damn beautiful. To me, I'm a monkey. You're everything my Wolf wants.
Baba Booey.
And since he's controlling me,
Baba Booey.
you are so beautiful.
Baba Booey.
To me,
Baba Booey.
you are so beautiful.
Baba Booey.
To a hairy monkey.
Fantastic,
You
Gary.
burn, baby. You burn.
All right, here we go.
Hold on, I lost my lyrics.
Well, you better go find them quick. They're here. They're the girls on the air, my interns. Pardon me if I stare. They're so great, so fresh beyond compare. Nice, fine white butt cheeks.
Wolf, you are such a great Wolf. Can I stay? I would like to get off. I'm depressed, cause I drink from a trough.
Baba Booey.
I've got big horse teeth.
And Robin.
Howard, these are innocent girls. Don't you leer like a swine at these girls. They all work for free and they all are such pearls.
Hey, Robin, where's my glasses? I want to look at all the young asses.
Robin. They are young and so firm, these girls. In my bed they would squirm. Who will win? The girl who's probably the best. The first girl who strips and makes love to me could win this contest.
Hey, girls, who thinks Howard's a hunk? Don't be shy. You could win all this junk.
Win the crown. Spend the night in my bunk. I'll last 3 seconds.
Look over there, there's Jackie and Fred.
Oh, please, Robin, don't bring down my head.
Couldn't you just do my dumb plugs instead?
My friggin' wife is leaving. Can't you a-hole see I'm grieving?
Who cares? Are you out of your mind? These interns, everyone could be mine. Kiss me, girls. My wife swears it'll be fine. How I'd love to date Sex would be so great with all you interns. I want to thank all the girls from our intern beauty pageant, and I want to thank our judges, Ross, Ratso, and of course the beautiful Roger. And guys, you did a fine job. You didn't leer too much. They are interns and they work for free. You couldn't really get too nuts.
Do I get a kiss from Howard?
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
You go right around.
Yeah, come on over. Of course, the winner gets
Howard's
a kiss.
reading.
I better be careful with this one.
Miss Intern of 1997.
Beth, congratulations.
Oh,
A little hug.
Thank you. Wow.
Take off your dress. No.
Shut up.
Beth, I have only pure thoughts for you because you are an intern.
Thank you.
And congratulations, and I hope you represent the show well.
Thank you.
And to all the other girls out there, losers. No. You are all winners. You are all beautiful. And believe me, the day I get single, we are all sharing a bed together. And I don't care. Anybody who wants to... What is that, Roger?
No.
You want to do a plug? Go ahead. It's all right. What?
No, I was telling them.
You give
come down to Chelsea Street in East Meadow.
Oh, is that where your address is? I see. Roger inviting the girls to his bed.
His house.
Be sure after this pageant, none of the girls will be talking to you. What was kind of weird, too, this guy comes up to me, he says, man, this movie inspired me to follow my dreams.
Wow.
Yeah, isn't that
That's
weird?
incredible.
Of course, his dream is to be a garbage man, but
Well, hey.
to each his own, right, Ivan?
That's right.
Yeah. Hey. Thomas says what? Thomas says what?
What?
All right, listen to me.
What?
You're really cute.
Yes.
What do you look
I
like again?
Friends too.
5'1"?
Mhm. I weigh like maybe 105.
Big breasts?
My boobs aren't big, but they're cute.
I'm sick of that. I like them big.
Oh, come on.
Perky. I'm sick of Perky.
Oh, come on.
I got Perky at home.
You got Perky yourself.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, Robin, don't comment on
See,
those.
that's the only thing. I want to meet you so bad, but I don't have fake boobs. I have real boobs.
Real boobs, and you got a nice body. And who do you look like?
I look like myself. I look like no one else.
Don't you look like someone famous?
No, I really couldn't compare myself to anyone.
Do you look like Ivan Reitman? Because if you do, I'll kiss you. Anybody who looks like Ivan, I'm into.
Definitely not. I don't look anything like Ivan Reichman.
Do you look like Alfalfa Schweitzer?
No.
What do you mean, what?
Alfalfa Schweitzer.
I'll let you come down here and hug me.
You will?
Yeah, where do you live?
I live in the city.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
All right, tomorrow, come down here and hug me.
All right.
All right, hold on.
How do I get down there?
Hold on, I'll
Okay.
Why not?
Well, you might as well.
Bring your sister. And what do you think's going on here?
I don't know. The whole thing is that he was on his way to see someone.
Go ahead.
And he called them to say, look, I've had a flat tire. I have a problem. Why don't you come out here with your car, shine the light on my car with your headlights, and that way I'll have some light to change this tire. So that woman came, and she was sitting there with her headlights on. She was cold, and so he told her to get back into the car, or she decided to get back into the car. So she got back into the car, and then all of a sudden she says some guy just approached her in her car, and she got scared and drove off. And then, before she got home, she decided, to turn around and come back. And when she came back, he was lying on the side of the road dead with a gunshot wound.
I like how everyone plays super sleuth in this, Gary was telling me he was driving in a car here in New York, and here's some morning team yesterday. There's a new morning team on the, they were like discussing the murder case and trying to figure it out on the air.
Oh, they're going to figure out what happened.
Like the helicopter girl and the anchor guy, and they were like, yeah, what do you think? Whenever you hear people talking like this and they're trying to discuss a murder case, it just sounds sort of weird.
It's horrible. You don't want to hear that.
Hey, Gary, come in here and tell Robin about that. You got to hear this one. But I don't know, like...
And the woman he was going to see was related to Melissa Gilbert in some way.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's trouble.
Don't say.
Say no more.
Say no more.
Stay away from her.
Stay away.
Oh, dear.
What happened to Rob Lowe? Hey, I'm reading this and I go...
Is Gary coming?
I guess so. I don't know. Somebody get Gary. So, Cosby's on the front page for his son getting killed. Then this other thing that you're going to talk about.
Yeah.
And I'm like, whoa. First thing that shoots into my mind. Like, isn't that guy on Monday nights? He's going to go through the roof in the ratings. And then Gorilla walks in and he goes, I watched it last night. I never watched the show before. I had to watch it. They had to watch the show.
Why would you have to watch that show?
I don't know.
It's not like he just taped that and you could see his grief.
I really don't understand that.
Look for clues.
People were looking for clues. I think I see something in the corner, like Bruno Mali's.
That's amazing.
I was looking for a change in expression.
I was looking for something to indicate.
Some sort of sign.
Maybe Cosby knew ahead of time.
Dividing thing.
Right? You had to watch, right? What was that?
I had never seen it.
Wait a minute.
I had never seen it before. I was flipping through the channels. Normally, I would have just kept going right past it, and I just had to stop to see what the hell was going on.
Right. You thought maybe you'd learn something.
What did you learn?
We learned he's very stupid.
I learned that his show is pretty boring.
Was it bad? Hey, well, you got to knock a guy when he's down.
Yeah.
I'm not knocking him.
Now is not the time to have that revelation.
I'm being honest.
Why are you knocking him?
I didn't find the show entertaining. I'm sorry.
It's not an entertaining show.
But you sat there and watched the whole thing.
No, I didn't sit there and watch the whole thing.
Kind of tragedy.
Normally, I wouldn't have even considered to stop at it, but I just saw it and I said, "Oh, let me see what's going on." I didn't even realize Cosby had a show. It's like the old Cosby Show without the kids.
I was thinking maybe there'd be a freeway murder in the show to reflect what happened in his real life.
Well, it's funny you should say that because after learning a lot about his only son Ennis, I said to myself, well, Cosby did just rip off his family and put it on TV.
Yeah.
Because his son had a learning disability like Theo in the show. He was the only son. So it was all Cosby's family on the original Cosby Show.
Yeah, that's got to be the worst, losing a kid, man.
I know.
I mean, Cosby must be all freaked out.
It's got to be tough.
Yeah. The kid had some life. Not only is he Cosby's kid, but he was basically like a full-time student, just like hanging out.
Yeah.
And he was a good-looking kid from the pictures I see. And he was driving around in a Mercedes.
Yeah, look at that car. He's a school teacher.
Yeah. School teacher with a Mercedes.
Shoosh.
That means
it's $100,000 car.
Right. Whenever you see a school teacher or a cop driving a Mercedes, either they're dealing coke or they got a rich father. Or both. All I know is I had to tune in and see what was going on there.
Because they had all these kids on the news accounts.
Yeah.
Talking about, how they never knew he was the son of a famous guy.
Right.
Because he didn't act the part, They
That's
said, well, he
ridiculous.
didn't wear a lot of suits or anything.
Yeah.
So he must have dressed down when he went to this class.
Whenever you see a guy in a suit, he's Bill Cosby's son.
I see.
Yeah.
So he wouldn't wear a suit.
Right. Smart. That's why I don't wear a suit. I don't want to be mistaken for Bill Cosby's son. So what is listen, you're a pretty bright woman over there. You always have some theory. What's going on here?
I don't necessarily have a theory on this one.
Interesting.
But weren't you surprised when they came out with the composite sketches and said the suspects were white?
Very surprised. I still don't believe it.
Right. They say they have 2 men that they're questioning now. Police said the men described as witnesses were picked up for questioning after a woman spotted them in a car that matched a police sketch of a vehicle parked near where Ennis Cosby was shot. So I guess this is a very difficult crime to solve because you don't have a lot of witnesses. This was on an access road to a highway or something, and it's not a place where a lot of people are just standing around.
What if the person who said they were witnesses making this up and they really didn't see any white guys? Maybe it was a black guy with a white bag on his head. You ever think of that?
A white bag?
That's right. Bafafui. So you were listening to the radio yesterday. There was some morning show here in New York and what were they doing? A full analysis?
Well, they're doing, this
in deep voice. Hello, hi, how are you?
When guys have the wacky voices like that,
yeah,
and then they have to do something serious,
right?
But it's hard.
We've got some bad news today. Very sad.
That's exactly what they're doing. Sad news. Bill Cosby's son died, and you hear about this on the news all the time, but it doesn't really hit home until it's someone you know.
Like he knows
like
him.
Yeah.
It doesn't hit home till it's always like a deep voice guy with an empty head, doing a eulogy.
But I did hear a lot of people saying things like, "This is Bill Cosby's son." When it just happens to some anonymous person, you really can't feel anything because it's not someone you know. But this is Bill Cosby, and this is like losing a member of our own family.
Who said that?
I saw guys on TV.
Really?
I mean, this is almost a rap they were doing. So then they do that rap. Then all of a sudden the traffic reporter comes in from out of nowhere.
Things are pretty bad up here.
On it because it was on the road.
Right.
It's like, things are pretty bad up here, and I got to tell you, Just want to express my own opinion on the Cosby case. I've been following it up here in the copter. What did he say?
It's a woman, and she goes, I don't know if you know this, but the character Theo was based on him.
Yeah, like everyone's read that in the paper, like she knows something.
Right.
Guess what? I have some interesting news on Cosby. Theo was based on his son, Ennis.
Meanwhile...
Wait. So then the guys come back.
Rocket scientist.
The guys come back from that, and they're still in this, the serious voice, and they're giving out an address where you can send condolence cards and everything. And then there's like a little...
Which, of course, is the publicist's address.
Publicist, yeah.
And you might as well throw those flowers in the garbage.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Right.
don't send flowers.
Right.
So then there's like a little bit of silence, and there's like a big, and then one disc jockey says to the other one, I wonder if these gang members, go back to the other gang members and brag about what they did. And then the other disc jockey goes, now hold on a minute there. We don't know that these were gang members.
Oh, God. Talk about an inane conversation.
So, yeah, the other guy's afraid they're going to get sued by gang members.
Yeah, right, yeah. We can't say... I just want to correct what my partner said.
It's the Richard Jewell thing now. Yeah. Everybody's afraid to say anything about anything.
We don't want to go on record as saying that a gang member necessarily did this. It could have been independent work. Just so, lest anyone think that we've made a mistake here.
So then it finally ends up with the
well, you're correct, my deep voice friend. I apologize.
So the deep voice guy, the one that's a little bit more in charge, he says, so again, in case you're just tuning in, Bill Cosby's son, Ted, was killed on the side of the road, and we send our deepest condolences, and we're very, very sorry, and our deepest sympathy goes out to the family. 9:38 last night on the Jay Leno show.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Moving right along.
Yeah, nice segue.
And that's another weird thing that like disc jockeys around the country do now. I guess if they don't have any of their own material, the thing to do is you replay Jay Leno's monologue.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, well, they started that with David Letterman's top 10 list.
Yeah.
Remember a few years ago, disc jockeys were doing that, and now it's last night on Jay Leno.
Does that get ratings? Why don't we just sit back and replay his monologue? Yeah.
Are you allowed to?
Yes.
Evidently, Jay likes it.
They pipe it right over the NBC line.
Hey, why don't we do that?
We could. I hear it every morning.
Well, let's get it. We'll goof on it.
Can we fool around with it?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, they pipe it over. We can take it. Yeah, I got to tell you. Can we make it dirtier? Like we'll spice it up? Punch it up a little.
There you go.
It's such a boner, Kevin.
Dirty Jay.
Well, what we could do is he could do his joke, and then we'll come up with alternate lines for him. We'll do that tomorrow.
All right.
That'll be fun.
Getting a little off the subject, a related story. Cosby was also being the victim of an extortion plot.
Now, how's that work?
While this whole tragedy was going on in his life, a woman claiming to be his illegitimate daughter was arrested in a plot to extort $40 million from the entertainer.
Is that all?
Authorities say there's no connection. Is that all? $40 million?
Yeah. Well, if you're going to extort Cosby, get $400 million. The guy's worth about $10 billion.
I think that's about all that he had.
Oh, I see.
Attorneys in the O.J. Simpson wrongful death trial began arguing the case before the jury today. That means closing arguments. This one's finally coming to an end. The plaintiffs go first and then the defense. But the plaintiffs may also put on a rebuttal argument, getting in the last word.
You know.
So we'll have to see how this goes. But the jury expects to get the case on Thursday. So another O.J. Simpson trial coming to an end.
You know.
Hey now.
Bill Parcells, is he going to leave the New England Patriots after this season?
Yes.
There were reports in the newspaper this past weekend, and here is Bill Parcells responding.
I believe he will. And I would guess his response would be, well, I'm not saying anything. I'm in the middle of a game.
When the season's over, I'm going to sit down with Bob Kraft and we're going to talk it over. Now, that's been my statement from day one.
It's over.
And here's, what is it, Robert Kraft?
Robert Kraft.
Who's the owner.
I've made it clear I'd like him back, and we're going to sit down and talk about it after next Sunday's game.
I say he'll leave. O.J. will be guilty. Cosby Show will still bomb. Pataki will sue the guy with the chickens.
You sound like the McLaughlin group.
Yep.
These are your predictions.
There's my predictions. And now, Howard Stern, what are your predictions? That's my predictions. I know.
That's what's happening.
Thank you, Robinski.
Hey, now.
Elizabeth, you're on the air.
Oh, Howard,
Yes.
I think you're the most sexiest man in the world. I worship the ground you walk
Most sexiest man in the world.
I do, Howard, I do have to say that the woman who worshipped you yesterday has not shown up yet.
All right. Do you have any zoop?
on. No.
You know, and let's face it.
Oh, my God.
You know she's a pig.
That's not true.
Come on.
Are you a pig?
No.
She thought about it, though.
What was that?
What? Come on.
Hey, honey. How do you look?
Huh?
How old are you?
20.
How old are you?
20. Hello?
Yeah. And you're really good looking?
Yes.
You're not a pig?
No. Believe me, I ain't.
You ain't no pig?
No.
Yeah.
She ain't no pig.
I'm no pig.
And you're telling me you're 20 years old, and how tall are you?
Huh? 6 feet.
6 feet? Wow.
Right.
How much you weigh?
Huh? 120.
Really? What's your measurements?
Huh?
What?
I don't know.
Almost says what?
I don't know. I'm just.
No, almost says what?
I don't keep measurements.
Almost says what?
Will you come down here and meet us?
I can't. I have to go to work.
Not today. Could you come down sometime?
Are you like a beanpole?
Yeah, I can come down sometime. I just can't come down.
And you're really hot?
Huh?
And you're hot?
Yeah.
And who do you look like that's famous?
Huh?
Almost says what?
What?
You said, do you look like olive oil?
No.
Are you like a beanpole?
No.
You're
remember
shapely?
Marilyn Monroe?
You look like Marilyn Monroe? You look like Marilyn Monroe now or when she was alive? You're really that hot?
Huh? Yeah.
You look like Marilyn Monroe.
Blonde?
Yeah.
And you're blonde in your panties?
Huh? I shave.
Well, you do. So you're not anything.
No.
So you're a natural blonde.
Huh? Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. Huh? What?
Sound like a female lurch. What?
God, I can't believe I'm talking to you.
Yeah, you're really hot for me, huh?
Huh?
I said you're really hot for me, aren't you? Yeah.
Your girlfriend's a little hard of hearing.
And like you like sex? You like sex, baby?
Yeah.
You do? You like hot sex? Hot monkey love?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything you want.
Anything goes with you?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Anything you want, baby.
Why don't you come in here and pick me up some soup on the way? That's what I want. What? You can make soup?
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah, well, there's some soup in my pants right now. I'm making some soup right now. Some soup I think you'll like. Yes. And you want to have sex with me?
Huh? Yeah. I don't care. Anything you want.
Really?
Yeah.
And you'll get on your knees in front of me?
Huh?
You'll get on your knees in front? You will?
Crawl.
You'll crawl in front of me?
I'll crawl in front of you.
I'll smack you around a little bit. You like that?
I don't care.
You don't care.
Do anything.
Right.
Come on.
You have a man. You can do anything you want.
I'm going to spank you and tie you up.
Anything you want, you can do it to me.
Really? No kidding.
No.
You got a big chest?
Huh? Yeah.
What do you got, C's?
Huh?
D's? What do you got?
D's.
D's?
These, wait a minute. Come on. There's something about this description that is not adding up.
120 with D's?
6 feet, 120 D cups.
Yeah.
What, you got implants?
Huh? I could send in pictures if you want proof.
Really? Why don't you just come down here? Where do you live?
I can't. Chelsea, Massachusetts.
So come in here.
I can't.
That's anything I want. You can't come down here?
Huh? I can't. I have to
She's
go to
just a
work.
tease.
You don't have anything. I bet you 190 pounds.
Huh?
I bet you're built like a truck driver.
No. You want proof? I'll give you pictures.
Yeah, but how do I know they're yours?
Anybody.
Yeah.
Believe me, I'd do anything for you.
Who's that chick in the background?
Huh?
Who's that girl in the background?
My mother.
Yeah, is she hot?
Huh? No.
How old is she?
She's 48.
Nothing wrong with that. She got a big flat ass.
Jackie, calm down.
Sorry. It's so funny. Your mom's hot or what?
Well, I don't. You haven't seen that. I don't know what you like.
I bet she's got boobs like cucumbers.
No, she has bigger ones.
She got a big spread.
What?
What?
A big butt? What?
No, big spread.
No.
And you're really hot.
What?
So when you meet me, what are you going to do? You going to hug me?
I can't stop giggling. Huh?
What?
What is going on?
I know she's listening to the radio now.
My mother said you have a big butt.
No. I did squats yesterday for like a half hour. That's why I have a sore throat today.
No, but I think you're the most beautiful man in the world.
Really?
Yeah, your long curly black hair.
Go ahead. What else do you want? I have to bleep that. I had to bleep that, honey. You can't say that. That was very funny.
Would you be having this conversation with your mother in the room?
She goes, I'll describe to the audience what she said. She says, you have she goes, I love your curly black hair. And she goes, and your 2-inch wiener.
You said, what else do you like?
Yeah. I go, what else do you like? She goes, your 2-inch wiener.
That's a good one.
No, seriously, I have your pictures hanging above my wall.
Which picture?
When I go to sleep.
Which picture?
Well, I wrote it on the magazine.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Movie poster?
Huh? Movie line.
Oh, movie line, yeah. Did you see me nude on there?
Yeah.
With that little bikini on?
Yeah. I hung it.
You hung that on your wall?
On top of my ceiling so I can see you every night I go to sleep.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Are you a retard?
Huh?
Are you a retard?
What?
Are you a retard?
No.
Okay. Do you have my picture hanging up? And you look at it? And you pretend you're with me?
I fantasize about you.
You do? What do you think about?
Huh?
What do you think about?
Having wild sex with you.
Really? And anything I want you do?
Huh?
Anything I want you'll...
How many people are in there?
What is going on in there?
I have to go now.
I want you to kiss your mother right now in front of me. Would you kiss your mom in front of me?
No.
Would you double team me with your mom?
What? No.
I thought you said you'd do anything.
Yeah, but not that.
Oh, yeah.
Anything
oh, come on.
You're not going to double team me with your mother? That's what I'm looking for.
I can kiss my... Oh, be quiet.
Ask your mother if she'd do it with a German Shepherd.
You're a pervert.
Turn around and ask her. Ask her for me now. I'm commanding you. You said you'd do anything I want.
Person.
Ask your mother if she'll do it with a German Shepherd.
1 second. You want to know if you'll do it with a German Shepherd?
Oh, God.
Who do it? You.
What? You're sick.
She thinks you're sick.
Yeah? Put her on the phone.
She speaks Polish.
Let me speak to that. Let me speak to that Polak. Let me speak to her.
Huh?
Let me speak to that. Let me speak to that.
She doesn't want to talk to you.
Tell her I want to have sex with you and her at the same time. Tell her.
Have sex with me and you at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Tell her she'll love it.
Huh?
Tell her she's going to love it.
Well, I love it.
Tell her I got some kielbasi.
Oh, please.
You have some kielbasi.
100 years old.
Your mom sounds like a beast. Does your mom know how to hold the phone?
Huh? She knows how to
Hey,
hold.
your mom's Polish?
Huh?
Your mom's Polish?
Yeah.
Tell her I'm President Clinton. Tell
Clinton.
Me too.
Said she would too.
Tell her President Clinton's on the phone. He wants to talk
Oh,
about.
she knows you're on the phone.
Oh, too bad. But you can nail your mother.
Still, I have to go to work. I don't want the manager to be pissed.
Who's going to be pissed? The manager?
You were the hottest man, and you're always in my dreams. Now,
really?
I love you.
Let me tell you something,
Not
baby.
any other man. You're
Honey, don't use the S word.
Sorry.
Now tell me that again without using dirty
Now,
words.
what high-powered job does she have?
What'd you say? What did you say
all
about
the
me?
men in Hollywood are fake.
Right.
They get all the liposuction, all that
Crap.
yeah. And you're all natural. You don't need anything like that.
I don't need any of that
You don't need
liposuction.
any of that.
Let me tell you something, honey. You saw my body on that Movie Line magazine.
Oh, no.
That's not retouched.
I on TV, and I feel so good all over.
You see my nipples on the cover of that thing?
Oh, I know.
Aren't they hot?
I wanted to get your name tattooed on my boob.
Do it.
Huh?
Do it. Don't think about it. Just do it. You understand what I would do to you if you were here in the studio?
I know.
I'd probably kill you. You'd annoy the hell out of me. No, I'm just kidding.
Really? What does she do for a living? I gotta know.
What do you do for a living? What kind of work are you into?
Burger King.
No. There's nothing wrong with that, honey.
I know.
What?
Stand it.
That's a shocker. Gee, I could never imagine you, an intelligent girl like you, working at Burger King.
You know, I'm desperate.
You know, one of the things, whenever I go to Burger King, I see so many hot chicks who work there, so I know you must be really hot.
The uniform.
I want you to tattoo my name on your breast. All right?
Me too?
Yeah. Don't let your mom tattoo you, though. She'll spell my name wrong.
I'll do anything for you.
Really?
Yeah.
I would ram you like a butter churn. All right? You know what that means?
No.
Me neither.
Oh, my God.
You're so horny, aren't you?
I know.
Yeah, I can tell. You're really hot for me. Does your mom still get her period?
Huh?
Does your mom still get her
I
period?
have no idea.
Why don't you ask her? Ask her if she still gets her period. For me.
You still have your period.
What?
She said, what?
What's wrong with her?
Huh? She doesn't like those words.
Ask her again. Say, Ma, I want to know, do you still get your period?
He wants to know if you still have your period.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah? So she's horny.
He said, you horny?
Ask her if she's horny.
What?
Ask her if she's horny.
Are you horny?
What is it?
You want sex?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, she's down for sex.
Yeah. Your mom's probably as wide as a tunnel.
Oh, be quiet. Don't talk to my
Probably
mother
uses
like
a roll of Bounty as a tampon.
that. Be quiet. I don't talk to your mother like that.
Yeah, I'm not letting you get on the phone with my mother.
Don't be quiet.
My mother goes to Burger King, though.
I have to go now.
All right, you don't want to be late for that job. Everything will fall
You don't want
apart.
to lose that.
What do you do?
I'll talk to you when I get the tattoo.
You cook burgers or fries?
Huh?
Do you cook?
Cashier.
Oh, you're the cashier.
Yeah.
I didn't realize.
I don't touch that crap.
Where's your dad?
Huh?
Where's your dad?
He's dead.
Is he?
Yeah.
No kidding. What did he die of embarrassment?
No.
Just kidding. What did he die of?
Don't be so mean.
What did he die of?
Huh? What did he die of?
That's your mom.
I think he just died like naturally.
No, you don't die that young naturally.
Huh? He's not that young.
Probably got a good look at your mother.
How old was he?
How old was he?
He was 80.
Oh, 80?
Really?
And how old's your mother? 42?
48.
Man. I bet your mom buried him alive.
Yeah.
Check him. He could
Check
still
him.
be
He could still be in the
broke.
bag.
Money.
Your mom married a guy 40 years older than her?
Huh? Yeah.
How's your mom smell? Ask her if she smells like boiled cabbage when she takes off her underwear.
Oh, God. Boiled cabbage.
Oh, she sounds like a real party.
Huh?
Your mom sounds like a real party. You poor girl. I'll rescue you from all that.
Now, her job, she punches the little pictures on
Yeah,
the...
Yeah, no, they don't have actual numbers. What do? You just punch the pictures on the cash register?
No, we type a number into the cash register and it comes up on the receipt.
Oh, yeah? So you don't have to
So,
actually
like
add.
a burger had a number.
Right. Like what? Like if you just get a double cheeseburger,
Yeah.
like what number do you punch up?
Huh? There's no number. There's all words on the cash register.
Oh, words. And what does it say?
Right.
Double cheeseburger?
Yeah.
And then if I get like 3 double cheeseburgers, you hit 3 times?
Yeah.
Oh.
Very good.
Hey, tell her Lech Walesa is a homo.
What?
Just tell your mom Lech Walesa is a homo. She'll get all pissed off. Tell her. Go ahead and say that.
Oh, someone's a homo.
No, Lech Walesa. Say Lech Walesa. Lech Walesa. Say Lech Walesa.
Nicolessa?
No, Lech.
No.
Say Lech
Lech?
Walesa.
Halessa?
Yeah, Lech Walesa.
Lech Walesa.
Oh, yeah? How do you know?
Because the Pope told me.
No, it's not how do you know?
Tell her the Polish Pope told me.
Oh, my God. Oh, I have to go.
What are you wearing? Are you wearing your uniform?
Huh?
Are you wearing your uniform?
No,
What are you wearing?
a nightgown.
You're leaving the house in a nightgown.
I don't have to go to work for another half an hour.
Aren't you
But I
gonna be-
have to get dressed to go to work.
What, in that uniform?
Huh?
In that uniform, that brown uniform?
No, it's a navy blue one.
Yeah. And what do you wear, panties under there?
No,
You don't?
I don't.
You don't wear panties? You never wear panties under your uniform?
No, I never.
Doesn't some of that get on the burger?
I'm not eating at Burger King anymore.
Hold my pickle, hold my lettuce.
Well, come on, I have to go. I have to get ready.
All right,
But I'll
baby.
call you next time I'm when I get the tattoo.
If you ever want to come down here and have some sex with me, come on down.
I wish.
Have you ever have you had sex yet?
Huh?
Have you had sex with a guy yet?
No.
You're a
I'm waiting
virgin?
for you.
You're a virgin?
Huh?
You're a virgin?
Yeah.
Really?
Come on, I have to go. I have to go.
Are you really a virgin?
Huh?
Are you a virgin?
What?
Are you a virgin?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Ever get to
Well,
third?
you're amazed?
Ever get to third base?
I told you I was a virgin.
Yeah, but what about third base?
Third base?
Hmm.
Come on, I have to go.
A guy ever like even go under your shirt?
What?
All right, forget it. All right, forget it. Okay.
Okay.
Call us when
nice
you get the
talking
tattoo.
to you.
Have you had any invasion of any kind?
Huh?
Have you had any invasion of any kind?
No.
Hey, tell your mother to shut the hell up. I'm talking to you.
Talking to?
Who's she talking
Come on, I
to?
have to go. I have to go.
She's talking to the wall. Is your mother talking to herself?
Seriously, I have to go.
Oh, don't hang up on me.
Come on.
You're the one who called me, honey.
I have to hang up. Please. I'd do anything for you, but please let me hang up.
You come down here. I'm going to make you crawl across the floor. I'm going to drag you around by your hair.
Oh, come on.
And I don't mean the hair on your
I'll
head.
talk to you tomorrow on your show.
All right, call me back.
I'll call you
Make
back.
sure
okay?
Mom is there.
And who's your mom? And who's your mom talking to?
Huh?
Who is she talking
To
to?
me.
Oh, really? I think she's still talking to your father. I don't think she knows he's dead.
Come on. I'll talk to you tomorrow. I promise you.
All right, baby.
Bye.
All right, so-
Honey.
And make sure your mom's in the room when you call me.
Okay, bye.
All right, because that's the funny stuff.
Yeah. Bye, sweetie.
Give me a kiss.
Bye.
Give me a sexy kiss.
I can't.
Come on.
I'm from my mother.
Who cares? Put your tongue.
come
Come on,
on.
tongue me.
Come on.
Tongue me. Tongue me. I want some tongue. There you go.
Oh, come on. I have to go now.
Rub the phone against
I'll
your
call you
chest.
tomorrow, okay?
Rub the phone against your chest. Rub the phone against your mother's chest. Go ahead, just take the phone and rub it up against her. Ask your mom if
I don't
she'll
want to get in trouble. Can
ask your mom if she'll rub the phone on her chest.
she won't do it?
Ask
I know
her. Ask her. You said you'd do anything for me. Ask her.
Okay, Ma, he wants to know if you rub your chest against the phone. Howard Stern wants to know if you rub the chest against whose? Your chest. Mine? Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, so tell her to do
Oh
it.
come on, she's.
Tell her to rub her ass against the phone.
I want you to rub your ass against the phone. No, maybe I have to kiss. Maybe she'll rub yours.
Tell her I want to speak Polish to her.
Huh?
Put her on the phone.
She has to go somewhere.
Let me talk to your mother.
Come on, please.
Come on, baby.
I'm begging you, please.
Come on, baby. You said I'm hot.
I'm begging you. Come on, please. I have to get ready. I'd call you.
You know you
tomorrow,
want
I
to.
promise you.
You know you want to.
Huh? I really, really want to. Come on, please.
Oh, come on, baby. I don't want to lose you now.
Please.
I want to take you away from Burger King.
I wish you could, but
I just want
I
to.
can't. You
Do me a
can't. I
favor.
have to
Just
go to work.
rub against your mom and then I'll let you go.
Please. I don't want to get.
Go over and kiss your mother on the mouth.
Huh?
Kiss your mother on the mouth.
I'm not going to kiss her on the mouth. Come on.
Go ahead. Just go ahead.
That's too much. That's
Just do
over
it. Come on.
That's
You
over
said
the
you'd
hill.
do
I would
anything.
never do nothing like that to my mother. Anybody else, okay?
Go rub her tuchus.
Huh?
Rub her tuchus.
No, come on.
Come on. Go ahead.
Come on, I can't.
Go feel your mother up.
I can't.
Come on. What's the big deal?
Come on. I have to go.
Oh, come on, baby.
Look, come on. I'll hang up. Come on.
Come on. I need it too, you know.
Come on.
What about my needs?
Go.
Come on, please.
Go. Come on.
You got any
I
sisters?
just can't see one thing.
You have any sisters?
Over the hill.
Come on, baby. Don't go now. We're just getting into it.
Go. I'll call you tomorrow. I promise. I swear to God. I swear on my father's soul.
You like pierogies?
Huh?
Did you ask your mother if she likes a pierogi?
Come on.
Just ask her that. Just say,
I'm going. Oh, come on. I have to go.
come on. What do you have to go for?
I have to
You know, we're
go.
just getting into it.
Please.
Let's have some phone sex.
Please.
Oh, come on, baby. You know you want to. Get your
Tomorrow
mother.
morning,
Come on.
I promise you. I swear to God, okay?
All right. Forget it. Okay. All right. Forget it. Just forget it.
Oh, come on. I'll do anything for you. I'll
Yeah,
call
right. Ask your mother if she'd make out with you right now.
May I? You want to have sex with me right now?
She said, yeah, go do it.
Oh, come on.
Go jump on top of your mother.
No.
Come on, go ahead.
Come on.
Come on, please.
Would you do that to your mother?
Yeah, my mother's hot.
Oh, come on. I have to go, please.
Yeah, okay.
Before my mother hangs up the phone.
Oh, come on, baby.
I have
All
to
right,
go.
I'm going to miss you.
I promise you.
All right.
Cross my heart. I'll call you tomorrow.
All right.
Okay, thank you, Howard Stern, for letting me talk to you.
Pull up your mom's dress.
Oh, come on. What's that? Come on.
Smell her.
Please.
All right, okay, baby.
Okay, I'll call you tomorrow. I promise you. I swear to God.
Okay.
If not tomorrow,
I'll be counting the hours.
if not tomorrow, I'll call you again. I swear to God.
Hurry.
I swear to God, okay?
All right?
I love you. Bye.
Howl like a gypsy for me. Okay, goodbye. Good dummy. What happened to Ralph? I thought he was picking. He's good at that. What happened? He bombed out?
No idea what's up with Ralph.
Ralph gets busy.
I can't keep track of him.
Busy doing nothing. Apparently, all he does is work for me. I don't know why he's busy.
Well, I don't understand because he keeps saying, "Oh, I've been so busy."
He's busy with busy work. Like he makes like little projects for himself. Like
it sounds like he's running Hollywood.
Yeah, I know. He got like loft space. But really, the only person who hires him is me. I mean,
I keep imagining that he must have other clients because he keeps moaning about how busy he is.
And the stuff that I need him to do, he's too busy to do.
This is some job he's figured out.
It's funny you mention that because Ralph and I had a little bit of an argument yesterday over this sort of thing.
Yeah.
You know, I walk into my office yesterday and there's two Barney's garment bags that had something to do with something you did over the weekend.
Yeah.
And they were on the floor in my office. And I said, what are they doing here? And he goes, well, I'm going to have one of the interns return them to Barney's. And I said, why are my interns doing it? Why aren't you doing it?
Right.
And he goes, well, aren't we all here to help Howard? And I said, yeah, but I don't want interns that are here to do work to go do stuff that you could be doing. I said,
why can't he do it?
I said, who's getting paid to do this? He goes, I am. And I go, why can't you? And he goes, I have to go out to Howard's house and do more work today, and Barney's doesn't open till 10. Well, 10:30 yesterday, Ralph's still prancing around here following the intern, the interns around because of the beauty contest.
Right, he's lying.
He could have gone and dropped it off at 10. And then, so we got into like this big argument because he thought that I was being like
he's a pain in the ass. Yeah, right. No, he works for me, and as far as I know, he's not doing anything else. All I know is I'll say to him, Ralph, I need you to come to the house once a week. It's like pulling teeth. And he goes, well, I'm very busy. I go, but what? With what?
I'll tell you what he's busy with.
What?
Special projects for Howard. Yeah, but some sort of special project.
Well, the special project is me.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I was going to say, wouldn't Howard know what Ralph was doing?
The special projects, I don't know what he's doing. He's so disorganized. I never saw a guy give him one thing to do. It takes him a week.
And he's into that weird thing, too, Howard, because, he's always going, I'm not gay. And then he says stuff like, my apartment's covered in fabric.
Well, why do you think I think he's gay?
Right.
Swatches everywhere.
Hey.
Hang in. Come here. Hang in.
Oh, man.
Hang in.
Let's do the news.
Yes, please.
He's a sissy.
He's a sissy. He might not be gay, but he might be a sissy.
Definitely a sissy.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. Well, I have some sad news this morning.
He's not?
The man... What?
No, that's all right. Yeah, what is the sad news?
The man who wrote one of the most recorded songs in the history of music, second only to the Beatles. What is that song called? That Yesterday.
Right.
What is that song, Howard?
Rob Zombie's Devil Man?
No. Rob Zombie is not dead.
Oh, thank God. I just wrote a song with him. I mean, he wrote the song.
Devil Man has not been re-recorded as many times as Yesterday.
I see.
Did you realize that in New York City, the Star Trek chapter, the Trekkie chapter here in New York City is thinking of breaking apart?
I'm behind that movement. I say anything to get those Trekkies apart is good. I don't think
sitting here reading this in the paper today. It's in the Post.
See, I'm afraid they'll procreate if they stay together.
There's a chapter of Trekkies here, and I guess usually they get together to watch episodes, and there's even one chapter, I think, that has a spaceship And they sit it out in a parking lot, and everybody dresses up, and they run around with phasers and reenact episodes.
Scarier than our fans.
And the group that's breaking off, they're breaking off because they would not only like to just be into Star Trek and discuss the TV shows, they would also like to get heavily involved in community service.
Oh.
So since they couldn't interest the New York chapter in doing that, they're going to break off and have their own South Bronx chapter. And it's caused all kinds of havoc because they went to Starfleet.
Is there a Starfleet?
Yes, it's also known as the International Star Trek Fan Association.
Yeah.
And, then wrote that they were going to just break off and start their own chapter because they wanted to be involved in community service. And I guess the New York chapter feels that this is kind of an embarrassment.
I have more respect for the Ku Klux Klan than I do for this organization. I swear to God. At least they're up to something. This is a complete waste of time.
Do you know that in the group, there's a captain. The captain, of course, would be the guy who's like the president of the fan club.
Yeah.
And then everybody else is an officer.
Yeah, right.
Because they try to maintain the same kind of hierarchy you have on the show.
Yeah, no one wants to be like one of those guys who just runs around on the ship like an extra. They all want to be officers.
They've all got to be officers.
Yeah.
So there's the captain and then the officers, and I guess every once in a while you have an ensign here or there. But they try to run everything just as if they were a member of the Starfleet.
They should all die.
I think it's so sad, but that's what they do. They get together and they watch the...
Too bad,
episodes together.
You know how AIDS attacks homosexuals?
Mm-hmm.
It would be so much better if AIDS attacked Star Trek fans. You know what I mean? We're losing our Star Trek fans to a terrible disease.
Quite frankly, I don't want them involved in community service. They might come in contact with children.
Yeah, right. Just keep them involved. That group is right. No community service.
We should only sit in a room and watch Star Trek episodes.
Pathetic individuals. I love Star Trek. I enjoy it, but I'm not going to go.
It's great,
I'm
but
gonna stand
I
around
don't
with
have to make my whole life
That's right.
around it.
Got better things to do.
A Bronx woman is being charged with attempted murder for trying to drown her 4-year-old son in a bathtub.
Screw everybody and everything. If there were girls here now, like nude girls rubbing me and stuff underneath the console, I'd be fine.
Is there anybody out there who would like to help Howard? He's feeling very bad today.
If there are any girls who are willing to come down here nude and get under the console, because I need vitamin vagina.
Vitamin V.
Vitamin V.
Yeah.
Vitamin V. If there's any vitamin V out there, I need it.
Are there any sort of like Florence Nightingales who strip who would like to come and help Howard?
Please. I wish I could hire a guy to be me this weekend for my family. Duty free. Please, I'll take mine without duty. Thank you. Duty. It's a funny word, duty.
The duty-free billionaire is giving his money away.
How did, bowel movements become duty? How did that word...
No.
I know there's, howdy doody. Is it as a result of...
You got to go to the bathroom and do your duty, right?
Oh, do your duty. I see. D-U-T-Y. Wow, that's a good explanation. It's probably wrong, but it's a good one.
Well, Jackie was there when they coined the phrase.
Oh, you were such...
Jackie was like a teenager when they coined the phrase. Don't you have to go do your duty? Yeah, duty. I sure do, but I have a D-U-T-Y. I gotta make a real duty.
A bull winder. Yeah, he's partially responsible. That's why he knows.
Bull winder.
A spanner.
A spanner.
Ugh, a spanner.
Yeah.
Oh,
It only happens once in a lifetime. But when it does, I'm there with my camera. Did you take a camera of Nancy Spanner?
Oh, I would kill to have it.
Oh.
Ugh, why?
Kill to have it.
Post it on the internet.
My webpage.
He would want a picture of that.
At JackieJokeVan.com.
Would you frame it and put it on your wall?
I swear I would.
www.duty.com.
What a dick.
The buzz ought to be snuffed out if that's all it is.
Right. see if there's any other idiots on the phone. Joe, you're on the air.
Good morning, Howard.
Hi.
Good morning, Robin.
Good morning.
I'm calling for some advice. I've been with my girlfriend for about 2 years, and, you know, I love her to death, but I was wondering, how would I tell her when she's not so fresh, you know?
When she's not smelling fresh?
Yeah.
That's a very difficult...
It's not too bad, you know, but it's...
I hear you. I know. There are times that any girl... I'm going to tell you something. You could be with a 20-year-old.
Any girl. What? Excuse me?
The guy asked me for advice. You want to hear it or not? You're going to critique every word?
Any girl?
You could be with a 20-year-old, and there are days where, let's say, they've worn less than natural fabrics. Their panties are underneath, and they're sweaty. Mm-hmm. It's been a tense day. And then when you get them at home, perhaps they haven't showered.
You're a daisy every day.
Well, I'm not saying no. And let's say you know, they haven't showered or something. Or even they've showered, they have a scent. Now, and the older they get, the more scent they can have.
Oh, you.
Now, let me say something.
How did you know that?
Well, she's 19.
Yeah, let me tell you something. And she has a foul stench every once in a while, right?
Once in a while, yeah.
Right, I hear you.
Just how bad is it?
Now, let me tell you.
It's not bad. I mean,
I know what it is. It's faint, but yet it's unpleasant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you. Now,
he's such a connoisseur.
Let me say something. There is no way to tell the woman at that point, your head above the line, and that's the neckline. So you don't...
You mean you go below the neck, you smell it?
Yeah, listen, you could be kissing a girl and you could smell it.
You're so ridiculous.
You could, Jack, tell her. You're not a guy. You don't know.
Or on a real bad day, you can just walk by her.
Walk by her?
Yeah, well, that's pretty intense. I've never had that. Well, let me just say something. A woman ages like cheese. And you've got to understand.
You know, you started out like cheese.
Okay, whatever.
Some days are better than others.
Right. Some days are better than others. Now, let me say something
all
to
of you.
During the... Sorry, Robin. This is where we have to part company.
It's biology, Howard.
And don't get uptight.
You know what?
This
you
is how
guys
guys
smell
talk.
Wonderful.
Right.
All the
I know.
time.
So listen to me. Listen to me.
You never have this problem, Robin.
Never been in a men's dorm?
Trust me, she does. She doesn't know it. Listen to me.
Well, why wouldn't you tell me? We weren't doing anything.
I'm not that close to you.
You're in your own
you're
business.
not.
No, I've never had sex with you.
Well, then what are you talking about? You said you've,
I've never smelled you.
Oh.
I don't think of you like that.
You don't think of me with a smell.
Right. I hope you know. I know you bathe a lot in the tub, and that helps girls. So listen. What I'm saying is that during the actual lovemaking, you cannot bring it up. I've tried. And you cannot bring up this little stink.
Is that an instant death sentence?
Let me tell you something. A girl really should shower or get in the bathtub before you do her. But sometimes, you know, they're not prepared. Now, let me tell you something. If you bring it up during lovemaking, you'll freak the chick out. It'll ruin everything. She'll be like a desert.
Even after 2 years.
It'll be like sleeping with wallpaper.
Even after
it'll be like sleeping like with drywall.
It's drought.
It's a drought. What you got to do is you got to, and this is a touchy subject.
When do you bring it up?
Here's how you do it. You're sitting around and you're talking, and you go, "Ooh, I'd love to make love to you right now." I'll say, "But you know what? I think I'm a little smelly right now. I'm going to go up and shower and soap
so you
up."
take the blame yourself.
Right. Watch this. This is the move. Listen to me, dude.
Smoke screen.
Right, smoke screen. I go, "Oh, I'm a little smelly," and I go, "You know, maybe you should take a little shower or tub." And then she'll go, "Why do I smell?" I go, No. I'm sure you don't. I mean, you know, it can happen once in a while, and maybe you should take a little tub or shower.
Or shower. That sounds so.
Just don't be standing too close to it.
Right. No. Now there is. Listen, every woman stinks. They don't know it. That's the problem. They think they don't. Some of them know they do, and they don't do anything about it anyway.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. And some girls refuse to use a douche because they're into natural, everything natural.
Well, she's one.
They go, "Oh, douche." They go, "Douche causes cancer." I go, "You know what? Maybe you're better off with a little cancer." No offense.
Believe me, cancer smells a lot worse.
I bet. But I don't know. But when a girl
maybe
says...
you're just gay if you don't like that smell.
Nah. When a girl says natural, that
ain't no fig.
Right, me neither. When a girl says she wants to be natural, that equals PU.
Ooh.
And you've got to... A girl really has to bathe down there. You know, I mean, I was with a girl when she broke up with me. I said to her, honey, why don't you go in the shower and do a handstand? Little
she
handstand.
broke up with you because you said that?
Yeah. You know, she was looking for an excuse anyway.
I'll bet.
Yeah.
And I'll bet you didn't say that either.
But let me tell you something. I am being serious when I tell you you have to bring it up in a non-sexual
I
moment.
bet you've never had this discussion.
Well, that's not true.
20 years, come on.
Right. You know it.
And your wife has never told you smell?
Oh, many times. Many times she says, I taste...
Does she know what that tasted like?
Well, here, I'll give you a taste. There's a sexuality. There is a sexuality. And there are times I know I smell. But I don't smell... I smell from my buttocks.
Oh.
All right? So what I do is...
Well, where else would you smell from?
Well, I'm not sure what I'm smelling on a woman. I'm not sure what it's smelling up there. But women have a real problem down there. There's a lot of innards and no outers.
You say women like you've been making love to so many.
Whatever.
You know what we know of you.
Even a young
Your
girl.
experience is limited.
So don't get angry. Even a young girl.
Don't get angry.
Even a 19, 20-year-old girl. You see, you're getting defensive. It's a touchy subject.
Well, I'm simply pointing out that you don't have a lot of experience.
You smell like a rose. Don't you worry about you.
Well, I've asked her to try perfume and stuff.
Oh, you have? Now, what have you said to her?
Let's see.
Have you said to her, like, during lovemaking, hey, things
No. It wasn't during it. It was, let's see, just during the day. And why don't you put perfume down there? I really like that perfume. I think it's...
Down there you go, right? And what did she say?
She said okay, but it didn't help.
Yeah, well, let me tell you something.
What's wrong with her?
She needs a...
No, don't get the wrong idea. She's not like...
No, she doesn't know. If you're smelling it when she's walking around, that's a real problem.
No, not her. I'm saying any other girl.
I would dump her. I would. If my woman smelled walking around.
Maybe she's sick.
Now, I got to tell you something. Yeah, she might be ill. She might want to go to a doctor.
Check up.
I mean, let me tell you something. On a woman, there's a lot of potential problem areas. Okay,
like
now listen.
where?
I'm talking to this guy. But to hear you tell me that your woman smells walking around is unbelievable.
No.
Now let me. Where is your woman now? Is she there with you?
No, she's at home.
She's at home?
In her own apartment.
Mm-hmm. Good. All right. Listen to me.
Can we conference her?
We need to conference her. Once you conference her, I'll bring it up. You want me to say something to her?
No, she's not awake right now.
Yeah, she'll be awake when I get done with her. She'll be wide awake. She'll be wide awake. No, but if a woman smells when she's just walking around in jeans, I can't imagine what she smells like in a dress. If you're telling me that, if you're telling me in jeans she has an odor, and I see a lot of these women, they heavily perfume themselves.
Yeah.
And I know what you're talking about. There's still an odd stink. Now, it could be that she just has a body odor. Might not a sign of illness.
What is he supposed to do? Read her future?
Yeah, that's like tea leaves. You can tell.
Well, it might have to do with she plays a lot of athletics.
I mean, green is bad.
Oh.
I'll tell you that. I only seen green once.
Unless it's money.
And that girl was dead 2 years later. But, it's a funny thing with this perfume, and you gave her the wrong advice because stink will fight through perfume every time.
Yeah.
And just like it's not there.
It's a battle.
It's like
and
water.
The stink always wins.
It's like water dripping on a rock. It will wear it down. I'll tell you something, and I'm being dead serious about this.
All right.
You got to talk to her about it, but in a way that won't insult her too much. Now, you see, you brought it up once already. You said, hey, why don't you put some perfume down there?
Why would you say to your girlfriend, I want to give you a shower, or give you a bath?
No, because she's not going to understand the idea. That sounds like something romantic. He has got to inform her that she smells in a way that is not offensive to her.
I have to beat around the bush.
I mean, short of having her killed, I don't know what else you can do.
Well, she won't smell any better then.
Well, at least she'll be gone. You know my motto. If it smells like fish, it's a dish. And if it smells like cologne, leave it alone. Because that means she's hiding something.
All right, then, Howard.
Well, listen to me. Here's what I would do. Seriously, let me give you some serious advice. In a non-sexual time, talk about how you smell. and that you've been bathing and stuff, and say, hey, you know, maybe you should take a bath or shower. Now, she's going to be a little insulted.
She's not going to know what he's talking about then either.
Really? Really?
Not.
You don't think so?
No.
Probably not.
I know what you're saying, man. There are girls I've been with, feminine odor. You know?
Yeah.
Look, I'll catch a whiff on my wife once in a while, too. She generally smells pretty good, but I'll catch a whiff here and there. I know what you're saying. All girls have it.
It doesn't happen a lot, but once in a
Oh,
while.
boy. Oofa.
Why are you complaining if it's every once in a while?
And you know what?
If in the first place.
You know, you wish you could be loose enough to just go, hey, boy, you pee you. Go, babe. But forget it. They get all defensive. Even our own Robin, you see how she's getting upset about this.
I could care less what you
Whatever.
But what I'm saying is this. If that's the problem, you got to be able to talk about
And
it.
I got to tell you something. Once you detect that odor once,
You're
and even
always
though-
looking for it.
It's like, you know what it's like? It's like pistachio nuts. One rotten one and hoofa.
Yeah.
It ruins you.
Start checking every
You
one.
check every goddamn nut. You know what I mean? And you know that you ever get a sour pistachio nut? It's a horrible thing.
You hit a bad one,
Ooh.
slows you right up.
Right.
Yeah, it takes you right out of it.
Even the slightest whiff.
I'll tell you something. These strippers at Scores, and I would love to interview them. I'd like to ask them two
I'm
questions.
sure what they do.
They never. Only one time I was over there, and I caught a whiff on a girl. She was giving me the dance, the dance of love, and she bent over. You know, they stick their butt in your face, and I think that she'd had a problem.
Oh, no.
And there was only one time in my experience there. Most of these strippers,
disgusting.
most of these strippers, who fall? It was tough. Now let me tell you something.
That is sad that you were there to experience.
Yeah, but I'm going to tell you something. On general, these girls have such a nice smell. Now,
Then why don't we have them write a book?
column.
Why don't they endorse the product they use?
And
gonna
girls
invite
get hair in their buttocks.
No, they don't.
Oh, yes, they do.
I don't have that.
You don't, but there are women who do. There are women who do. Am I correct, guys?
There's women with a thicket there.
Thicket. And it's a real turnoff.
Sasquatch.
Now, I know that some of these Scores girls and even these Penthouse girls, you never
They
see
must
hair.
have, huh?
They must shave it somehow or do something. And while they're shaving, they're scrubbing because they smell terrific.
That razor must have a brush on it.
Right.
Right.
They get right down to it. But I understand what you're saying, and it is a problem. So what do you think you're going to do?
I'll probably just mention it to her, you know, like you said.
Let's role
You
play.
know what? I say you just go in there and you say, I love you very much.
Go ahead.
I always love you, and I love making love to you.
Go ahead.
But every once in a while, there's a little problem.
Really?
And it would make me so much happier, and it would be so much better for both of us
get
if
that
I'd be
far.
able to tell you when that's going on, and we just jump in the shower.
And here's what she's going to say. She really does.
You think I smell?
You stink. You stink too. And I don't ever say
honey,
anything.
it's okay if you tell me.
Right, right.
I don't want you to have to go through that.
Mm-hmm.
I love you so much, I don't want you to go through
Well,
that.
that sounds good in theory, but man, I don't know.
Try it and tell me how
That's
it
a
works.
tough one.
She's alone.
Try it.
Women, you know, when you're with a woman, you can see a lot of things that potentially turn you off. You ever see dingleberries that have roamed around to the front? I get that once in a while. I've seen it. I've seen it. I've seen it. And you try to ignore it. Am I right, dude?
I haven't seen that yet.
Oh, bull. Like maybe a piece of underwear has broken off front. Yeah, like dust.
Yeah, like the dust bunnies.
Yeah, right, dust bunnies.
A little bit of cotton. That's
Right.
Something up along the
Yeah.
way.
You guys are making this up.
I'm not making that up. Every woman I've ever been with, I've caught that on.
You're making this up.
I've been with some real slobs. All right, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You guys know what I'm talking about. Of
Well, why
course.
are you still having sex? It's so
Fine thing.
rabid for it.
I don't know. You're hoping that you'll find something perfect. It's like a surfer looking for this perfect wave. That's right.
But while you're waiting.
Right. While you're waiting, you take some imperfections. Yeah. All right, dude. I try to help you. I hope that
You know what? We weren't meant to wear clothes, obviously. Everything should
Right.
be airing out constantly.
constantly. You want to role play a little bit with me?
Sure.
I'll be your girlfriend. All right. Now, all right. You ready? Here we go. I'll be your girlfriend. Give me a name.
You'll be my girlfriend?
Yeah.
Julie.
All right. Hi, Joe.
How you doing?
All right. Why don't you call me Howard Dean?
Howard Dean?
Yeah.
Okay, Howard Dean.
Thank you. Or Holly.
Jethreen.
Jethreen. Howard Dean. No, Howard Dean. All right. Hi, Joe.
How you doing, Howard Dean?
Pretty good. You look great today.
Thanks. You smell a little funny, though.
Oh, you're good.
Okay. I got to go. Thank you.
All right.
You're out
Crash
of it.
landing.
Oh, nut.